All right, welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. Hope everyone's doing good. So, doing a leg workout. Got in a car accident 2 days before this. Uh, Kid ran a stop sign and hit the front of our car, made us spin around, crumpled the front of our car, crumpled the back of our car. So, I am a little sore. So, I'm doing a no spine compression leg workout. Thankfully, one of my main goals in building a home gym leading up to back surgery was building a home gym where I could get in good leg workouts without compressing my spine. So we're going to hit it, go through a bunch of stuff, a few exercises in this gym, then we're going to head over to the other gym and use a bunch of machines. So starting with nerve flossing, whenever I get nerve pain down my legs, nerve flossing has always been really beneficial for me. So 3 sets, usually do 15 to 20 reps when I do nerve flossing. If you're new to it, just don't overdo it the first time. All right, so done 3 sets of nerve flossing. Definitely helps everything feel a little bit better, gets the nerves moving in the nerve canals there. So we're going to do some reverse squats. And then after that, we'll do some tib training. Then we're going to go to the other gym, do a full leg workout in the other gym, all with machines, so no spinal compression. Try to get a good leg workout without getting any spinal compression. We'll try to get through this week without stressing the old back, and then we'll see how we're feeling next week. So I got this exercise from watching Knees Over Toes guy. I think they got some really good concepts. You don't realize how weak your hip flexors are until you start doing this exercise. I think their standard that they want you to be able to hit is 50% of your body weight for 3 sets of 20, something like that. So I am currently worked my way up to 44 pounds, and I'm hitting about 3 sets of 16. I started at 33 pounds and was at about 15. I got up to 3 sets of 20 there. Now 44 pounds. Next up 55. We'll just keep building up. I'm 178 pounds body weight. So in order to hit their standard, I got to hit about 80 pounds. But even now, just doing these, even with the lighter weight as I'm building up my hip flexor strength, it's getting easier to get into a full depth squat, which is really nice. Obviously, coming off back surgery, I had some hip stiffness. I struggled to get even close to a full squat. I did a bunch of hip traction, hip mobility stuff, and that really helped. But once I started doing the reverse squats, it just accelerated the process infinitely. So much easier to get into a deep squat now. After that, we're going on to the tib trainer. And tib trainer is similar in terms of you don't realize how weak your tibs are if you haven't been training them until you start doing them. I work out legs twice a week. One is squat focused and one is more posterior chain focused generally. But I do tibs and calf raises every leg workout. And combining tib training with calf raises has just my ankle mobility has taken off. Which also is a huge game changer, getting into a deep squat. Just everything feels so much better. I don't feel any resistance in my hips at all getting into a deep squat now, which has been awesome. All right, I hit that 2 more times. I'll see you in the other gym. All right, so now we're out in the garage gym. We're going to do some belt squats here. So belt squat, bought this after back surgery. I was laying in bed recovering from back surgery pretty much the next day, looking at belt squat machines, and ordered it. Knew I wanted to start doing legs as soon as I could, but I wasn't allowed to load my spine, carry anything heavy for quite a while after having my lower back fused. So got a belt squat so I could get all the weight sitting on my hips. And this machine is, I don't use it a ton these days. When I was going on the road to 1,000 pounds, I was just doing heavy back squats. But I'm going to incorporate it more when I go for the road to 1,100 pounds this fall. Not so much because my spine can't handle the load. But that heavy spine load on a regular basis, it just kind of kicks the crap out of your nervous system. So if I can do anything to sort of mitigate that, I'll do less heavy back squats. I'll still hit heavy back squats, but I'll lower the sets and then use the belt squat as accessories. A lot of people don't realize how much that heavy loading of the spine on a regular basis when you're hammering the back squats and deadlifts, just it kicks the crap out of the nervous system pretty fast. So I've ordered a hack squat leg press combo. Got it on a really good deal, like 60% off. Should be getting here in the next week or two. So that's the same thing, right? Like, so doing heavy deadlifts, if you can throw in some heavy leg press, like you can go heavier on leg press and have it be easier on your nervous system because you're only using your legs, not loading your spine the same way. So it's actually easier on the nervous system going heavier on leg press than it is going and just doing heavy deadlifts. So the plan this fall is to utilize every tool I can to maximize my training, get the most I can while saving my nervous system as much as possible. So now we're supersetting glute ham raises with the belt squat. So GHD and reverse hyper combo here. Same thing, ordered this machine right after having back surgery. I knew I wanted to just have, like I said, as many tools at my disposal to build up my legs and my posterior chain after back surgery. I had a really rough go leading up to back surgery, about 6 years of massive nerve pain in my legs. My legs were atrophied. I knew I really had to focus on them, especially, quads are super important, but the posterior chain, just for keeping my spine safe and healthy, strong posterior chain is absolutely huge. So hit 12 reps on the belt squat, 15 reps on the GHD, repeated this 3 times, and then I moved on to doing leg extensions and leg curls. All right, so leg extensions. I was watching House of Hypertrophy, and they were saying on there that you get the most bang for your buck hypertrophy-wise for your quads doing leg extensions. Best exercise you can do for quad hypertrophy. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Same thing. It's easy on the nervous system. There's no spinal compression. You're just targeting the quads, isolating the quads. So been throwing these in basically every leg workout, whether it's posterior chain or squat focused. I've been throwing in supersetting leg extensions and leg curls. Both, in my mind, isolate the quads. One isolates the quads really well, one isolates the hamstrings really well. So definitely a big part of my routine. All right, so what I'm shooting for here is a really well-balanced leg workout without loading the spine. So we've hit the belt squat, which hits a lot of quads, some posterior chain. The GHD, all posterior chain. Leg extensions, we hit the quads again. Now we're hitting the hamstrings. We've hit the tibs and the hip flexors. Then we're going to hit basically back extensions. Weighted back extensions with a barbell, and we're going to hit toe raises. The weighted back extensions are going to be, they call it back extensions obviously, but they hit mostly the glutes. So we'll see that coming up here right away. So we're into the toe raises now. Modified my belt squat machine with a toe raise attachment. Absolutely love this. Again, I can throw a barbell on my back and do toe raises, but right now, trying not to load the spine. This is easy, super easy to balance, super easy to set up. No load on the spine. Get an absolutely great. I can adjust the height where my toes are sitting, so I can get a nice, huge stretch in the calves. This is one actually quick tip if you have plantar fasciitis. Hit the toe raises, sit in a nice big stretch for a second. I had plantar fasciitis in my left foot, and toe raises completely cured that for me. Actually quite quickly too. All right, now weighted back extensions. This is the Pete Rubish exercise. Great accessory for deadlifts, but just absolutely an amazing glute strength builder. So what I do is I lock my upper back, I rotate my elbows in slightly to get my lats firing really hard. Try to keep my back flat, neutral, and then I just drive hard with my glute. You really don't feel this at all in my lower back. I feel it all in my glutes and hamstrings. People ask me if it's safe to do heavy weighted back extensions. 100%. Keep your back neutral and tight. You're good to go. If you feel your back rounding, drop the weight. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.